And so I guess, Noah, the first thing is I was a little surprised to see that you put together this bare necessities and a food pantry for students. Tell us a little bit about the need on campus for students to have this type of facility, if you will, available.
Yeah, well, it certainly wasn't my efforts alone creating that agency. In fact, I was just a small part in that. Last year, the executives, when I came into this role, kind of handed me a packet and was like, here you go, we're making this agency, because it needed to happen. So I started just doing additional research, and the agency formed is really data informed. So 58% of students nationwide, according to the Real College Survey, experience at least one form of basic need insecurity. That includes housing, food insecurity, mental health, financial need. But at UM, it's 63%, so there's 5 percentages higher than the national average. So it's clearly a large issue at the University of Montana, and of course it is at a national level, but a greater issue here. So we wanted to respond, and we wanted to make sure our response was student-centric, and that's why it's housed under ASUM, which is the student government, and we have student services so that all of the support services we're offering are always student-informed. We hired Kat Cowley, who's the new director. She actually created the food pantry as a student at the university just 3 years ago, and at that point it was just a small pantry. Since then, for the last 3 years, we've been working to grow and expand that, and we hired Kat Cowley on last summer as the director of this new agency. It's really incredible to see how we went from just a small cupboard to now a fully formed agency that's addressing all basic needs. Essentially, this agency is going to be a one-stop shop location for students experiencing any form of basic need and security to come and get the resources or referrals that they need. And like Kat Cowley said, our director, poverty is a full-time job. So it's difficult for students experiencing basic needs to even know where to start to address it because it's consuming their lives. I think it's an incredible advancement for the student body in the university. It's something students are consistently concerned about, and it's actually the majority of students who are experiencing basic needs insecurity. So I think it's one of the most profound things I think that's happened this year.
And so you're talking about everything from toothpaste, things like that, to food. Is that how I understand it?
Yeah, basic needs and security. I think a lot of people understand it as these huge issues, like being homeless or like not having a dime in your bank account. But really, it can be the little things, like not being able to afford toothpaste. That's an essential hygiene product. If you're not brushing your teeth, like your teeth will rot, and that leads to greater dental bills, and that can lead to not being able to afford college. I mean, all of these things kind of pile up. So we're addressing those small needs as we go, but the agency is also looking at policy reform just to make sure we're looking at this from a system-wide level, because basic needs and security comes from I guess, system-imposed behavior. So if we can look at this from a broad picture and try to reformat some of that, then it's not just the little needs we're fixing, it's also like the systematic causes of basic needs and security in general. So it's quite a plethora of things. And I speak from my advocacy for basic needs and security. It comes from the student body announcing that concern as well, but I've also experienced similar insecurities. I was homeless for a while during my college experience. I still struggle with food insecurity. So it's just not as uncommon as people think, and it can be those little things that really add up and make it difficult for students to be successful students first.
And of course, things haven't been easy with the pandemic. We're now 2 years into it. How are the students doing, in your opinion, generally? Have they hit a rhythm, or has it still been a struggle, with classes and everything else that goes with it?
Yeah, I'd say it's been hard to hit a rhythm because that's just not how the pandemic works. The pandemic is up 1 week and then it's down another. But I think one thing students understand is how to be really adaptable and resilient to the circumstances. From what I've heard, the students are primarily concerned about being as precautious as possible. They're really empathetic towards each other's health. 5% of students at the University of Montana experienced a friend or family die from the pandemic or become severely ill. So, on that level, like it's impacting everyone to a point where students are primarily concerned about health. They are still concerned about making sure, while we're taking precautions to mitigate this virus, that we are also ensuring we have an infrastructure to be successful students at the same time. And that's where a lot of our advocacy as a Senate come in, just making sure that we find that balance. Right now, masking policies are still enforced. The student body advocated for an expansion of those masking policies in the fall, and they were granted. And we advocated for a vaccine mandate to the regents, and that was denied. But there's still really great precautionary measures being taken by our university. I think our university was ranked in the top 10 colleges doing COVID-19 research and mitigation. So it's hard to find a rhythm for students, but students are still part of that effort to make sure we're taking precautionary measures, to be adaptable to those measures, to make sure we're still finding success, and that we can still find opportunities to socialize and hang out like pre-pandemic times too.
Aside from the pandemic, what are some of the student body's biggest concerns right now that you have seen?
Yeah, it's hard to say aside from the pandemic, because I think a lot of the concerns are kind of exacerbated by it. But even if we were not in a pandemic world, one of the ongoing concerns for students is mental health and addressing that. That's also a growing concern for students. 44% of students nationwide are experiencing anxiety, 34% experiencing depression. So that's a pretty significant number. And so students are advocating for additional funds from the general fund to go towards our Curry Health Center to support students' mental health needs, to advocate for some fee restructuring to make sure that Curry is supported in that way as well. And then also advocating for additional representational mental health. So making sure that there's BIPOC and women therapists who can address the needs of those demographics specifically. And I'd say the other really big student concern is kind of an ongoing need for social justice reform on an institutional level. That advocacy expands obviously across the community as well, but they've been really influential in making sure that we hold the university accountable to some steps we can take to ensure a more diverse, equitable, and inclusive campus. And part of that is in the DEI plan. And ASUM took on some accountable ownership in that plan to make sure that we're a part of that solution as well. And then I'd say lastly, sustainability is a huge concern for students. The climate crisis is quite severe, and that's something that contributes to the anxiety of a lot of young students today. So a lot of students have taken it upon themselves to be sustainable, but also have looked towards policy reform to make a more sustainable campus so that the University of Montana and our student body can be an example for the world.
Well, you mentioned anxiety. Is life, as far as campus life, normal at all? Are we seeing any more concerts? Are we seeing any more activities? We know that the athletics is going full swing and everything. So are students still having a good time, I guess is what I'm asking you, during all of this?
Yeah, despite the pandemic, I think what the biggest change we've seen is we're starting to get back all of those kind of social things that we did pre-pandemic times. So we have an ice rink out on the oval so people can go ice skate any time of the day. We have fire pits out everywhere so people can go and hang out. Our organization that has a ton of student groups who recognize, we're seeing more people joining student groups again and going and hanging out with each other and eating food and hosting events. One of our student groups just now is putting on concerts and productions at the university. And people are now regularly attending the sports games. We saw huge turnouts for girls football in the fall, and we're starting to see additional turnout for basketball this spring. And all the concerts, I'm a performer, so I've experienced this too. All the concerts are coming back as well. It's great to perform for people, but it's also great to see an audience. But if anything, I think there's real social change happening again, moving back towards something that used to be, of course, it feels a little bit different, but it's really exciting, and students are, I think, very excited for this change, despite still taking precautions for COVID. And I think we're doing a really great job of finding that balance, making sure we can still do those things like we once did. And it's really refreshing. Unfortunately, I'll be out of here in just the end of the semester when I graduate, but it's good to see that those kind of opportunities will sustain themselves for the student body in the years to come.
All right. Well, that's all I have here. Is there anything you wanted to add before we go?
Nothing to add. I think that covers the student concern pretty broadly.
Okay, very good. All right. Well, Noah, thank you, and good luck the remainder of your term.